bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the LA Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Kappa. 21. Set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You talk about this Miami defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
On second down now. Ayers, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play there for LA. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Herbert running left off the option. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The Chargers did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
5-9.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Murray off play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about the defense for those Chargers. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run order.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
1st down, Murray. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kyler Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Ayers. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On play action, it's Murray. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Murray going to fire one out wide. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Taking it right down Broadway. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Murray now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first, anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Whoa! It still won't go down. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Hey, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Murray now on first down. Guys man complete over the middle. It's Moody. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And his pass incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back and scored on their last possession. But the coverage held, it goes incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Elijah Higgins from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flushed out right.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, Ram. Hey, Kappa. What?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Ayers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
59. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, Ayers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Go. Baylor tight. Set.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Murray now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on first down is Murray. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Murray looking to change the play here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. That is caught. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. It's a gain of 4 that time. And the Dolphins have a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
On second down, they'll run it here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3? I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. More from L.A. in a moment. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Herbert back to the air. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
12.
Herbert. This is caught with a catch right side. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert now. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Crowd right. Crowd right. Let's go.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And down to the 36-yard line here. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Coach. Hey. Easy.
To throw is Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now Murray. Looking for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, You're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, ram.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a deep one for Johnston. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Dolphins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.